you someone who wants to improve the shape of their nose but are also suffering from breathing difficulties, nose block, and you're looking whether this can be improved with surgery at the same time? Are you confused whether rhinoplasty is only a cosmetic surgery or it can also improve your breathing? I'm Dr. Aniket, plastic surgeon at the Venkat Center for Skin ENT and Plastic Surgery, Bangalore, and today we are going to talk a little bit about functional rhinoplasty or how rhinoplasty can improve your breathing. But first, before we get to that, let us have a look at a small video where our patient who underwent a rhinoplasty to improve her breathing and to improve the appearance of her nose reacts when she sees her nose for the first time after surgery. Have a look at this and then we'll talk about functional rhinoplasty.
You're going to see. What do you think?
Very much happy, sir.
Hmm?
It's looking very much straight now.
It's you only, don't worry.
They were doubt. It came very straight.
Yes, it's come out really well.
Very well.
Both breathing and the cosmetics, we were able to treat both properly.
Yeah.
So all that effort was worth it?
Very much work, sir.
Good.
That is quite a heartwarming reaction, wasn't it? So, why did she react like that? It's because she was able to breathe properly for the first time after surgery. And she was happy with the way it looks as well. So, what are the symptoms of nose block? What might make you a candidate for a functional rhinoplasty? The most obvious symptom is nose block. This can be on one side or it can be both sides. Because of this, the patient might also snore at night. Patient might also feel like they are always breathing from the mouth, like they don't breathe from their nose often. They might get a lot of runny nose. There might even be history of some injury before. These are some of the symptoms of a blocked nose or symptoms which can be improved by a functional rhinoplasty. Now, what are the causes for nasal blockage? One of the most common causes is something known as deviated nasal septum. The septum is the central part of your nose. This is normally straight and in the center, so that both sides of the nose, both nostrils are open and air flows on both sides. In a deviated nasal septum, the septum is not straight but it goes to one side. In the patient that we saw earlier, this is a CT scan which shows that the septum is grossly gone to one side. Because it has gone so much to one side, that side of the nose gets completely blocked. Now, unfortunately, usually the other side of the nose also gets blocked because there is something known as a turbinate on the other side. This turbinate can become big when the septum is deviated. So you're having one side that is blocked because of the deviated septum, and the other side you have a large turbinate which blocks the other side as well. And this is one of the main causes for nasal blockage. It's important to realize that there are other causes for nasal blockage as well, such as allergy. So the cause for the nasal blockage has to be evaluated properly. Some forms of nasal blockage can be treated by surgery, such as deviated nasal septum. Other forms of nasal blockage, such as allergy, would require medical treatment as well. So now, how can this nasal block be treated? This is where we come to the concept of a functional rhinoplasty. A functional rhinoplasty means a rhinoplasty surgery that is done not just to improve the appearance of the nose, but to improve the breathing as well. In fact, the breathing is more important. The job of a nose is to breathe properly. The second job of a nose is to look good. So during a functional rhinoplasty, we are first eliminating a deviated nasal septum. This is known as a septoplasty. So the part of the nose that is deviated, that is blocking, we remove that part of the septum. And then we also do other things. If there are sinus issues, then the sinus surgery is also done at the same time. And then cosmetic corrections are made. It is a good idea to do this functional and cosmetic correction together, because that deviated septum which is removed, that cartilage can be used for the cosmetic corrections. If you do the septoplasty first and then come back for a cosmetic correction later, it might become more difficult. This is what often happens because doing a repeat surgery is always tougher. And because the septum has been removed in the first surgery, it is no longer available in the second surgery, which means that you might have to take cartilage from other parts of the body, such as the ear, such as the rib. So what are some of the challenges of a functional rhinoplasty? The biggest challenge is that the surgeon should be trained in both cosmetic maneuvers and functional corrections. It is best to have an ENT surgeon evaluate the patient and be involved in the surgery. Here at the Venkat Center, my wife Dr. Diksha Rao, who is an ENT surgeon, and I operate together on all rhinoplasties. So she is an expert in the functional part of it, I'm an expert in the cosmetic part of it. In this way, we can address all parts of the nose. Also, like I said, when we're doing a functional rhinoplasty, the first priority is the breathing. Then comes the cosmetics. If you have to choose between the patient breathing well and the nose looking better, the breathing always has to take priority. Now, let us look at our patient whose reaction we saw earlier. This was her nose before surgery. So as you can see, her CT scan showed a severe deviated nasal septum to the left. But if you can see on the outside, a lot of her nose is going to the right. This often happens. The internal deviation may be one side, the external deviation may be another side, or they both might not correlate. This is what makes this surgery so tricky. We're looking to 1, improve the breathing, 2, we're looking to straighten the nose, and 3, we're looking to make the nose look better. This is our patient's result after surgery. As you can see, the nose is a lot straighter, the tip is a lot sharper, and most importantly, she is able to breathe properly for the first time. Let us listen to our patient and how she feels after she has had her surgery. This is our lovely rhinoplasty patient. Today is day 8 and her splint has come off. As you can see, her severe deviation has been corrected. The nose is a lot straighter. From the side, the small hump is gone and she has a nice sharp tip. And most importantly, her nose is clear and she is able to breathe properly now. All this with hardly any bruising. How are you feeling?
Very, very happy, sir. For the first time, I'm feeling I'm breathing through my nose. It's very happy. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. And how was the surgery? Was it very uncomfortable, very painful?
I did not know when my surgery got started and over. It was a very nice journey. Post-op also was very good. I did not feel much pain. It was very nice.
And can you tell something about how your breathing was before? How difficult it was?
Before, always I used to breathe through my mouth only. So I couldn't notice like how to breathe through nose. For the first time, like I'm breathing through nose. It's very happy feeling.
Thank you so much. And
I want to breathe more and more.
And would you recommend us to other people?
Yeah, very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So that was our discussion on functional rhinoplasty. I hope it was informative to you. This truly is a wonderful surgery where you can improve both breathing and you can improve aesthetics, and it is a very rewarding surgery both for the patient and for the surgeon. If you have any questions on what you have seen, do feel free to get in touch with us. Our description's in the information and it will be appearing on the screen shortly. If you have any other suggestions for videos that you might like to see, leave a mention in the comments on what videos you want and we'll try to make them for you. Do share this video. Do subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Have a great day.